Hello, Richard. I'm Rebecca from Águilas in Spain.
Hello, Rebecca. Thanks for sending me your photograph and your request. How can I help you?
Could you explain the difference between the words flesh and meat? Thank you.
Well, Rebecca, originally in English, meat meant food in general. It was spelt M-E-T-E. Nowadays, meat refers to the parts of animals that we normally eat and the types which butchers normally sell. Human beings are made of flesh, but we don't eat human beings. Therefore, the flesh of people is not considered to be meat. However, if someone is very thin, we might say that they need to put a bit of meat on, or they need to get some meat on their bones. The most famous use of the word flesh in English literature is found in Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice. In this play, Shylock lends money to Antonio, the merchant of the play's title. Shylock's bargain with Antonio demands that, should Antonio fail to repay the loan by a certain date, he will forfeit a pound of flesh. When the date comes round and the debt has not been settled, Shylock takes Antonio before a court, where he demands his pound of flesh. He doesn't get his pound of flesh, however, as it's pointed out that it's flesh and not blood which he's entitled to take from Antonio under the terms of the agreement. As human beings are made of flesh and blood, it's impossible for Shylock to cut out from Antonio's body a pound of flesh without shedding blood. To shed even one drop of blood while extracting his pound of flesh from Antonio would be an illegal act. Shylock is forced to give up his claim. The American Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, defines meat this way. Meat is the properly dressed flesh derived from cattle, from swine, from sheep or goats, sufficiently mature and in good health at the time of slaughter, but is restricted to that part of the striated muscle which is skeletal, or that which is found in the tongue, in the diaphragm, in the heart, or in the esophagus, and does not include that found in the lips, in the snout, or in the ears, with or without the accompanying and overlying fat, and the portions of bone, sinew, nerve, and blood vessels which normally accompany the flesh and which may not have been separated from it in the process of dressing it for sale. The FDA also defines flesh in this way. Flesh is any edible part of the striated muscle of an animal. The term animal, as herein used, indicates a mammal, a fowl, a fish, a crustacean, a mollusk, or any other animal used as a source of food. I hope you enjoyed this daily dose of English, and I'll see you again soon for another one.